Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Reyes, and today I'll be talking about California's take on fires. I'm a part of Group 7, and our policy was on the environment and natural resources. So, an introduction/background. Wildfires are natural in Southern California due to the biome that they are classified as. They are classified as a chaparral, and the chaparral is characterized by small vegetation such as shrubs. It is very common for the chaparral biome to have wildfires occur every 10 to 15 years. The reason for that is because the vegetation shrubs have a very rapid recovery rate, and so when wildfires occur, they won't be completely destroyed. Forest fires are very beneficial for the environment because it helps replant seeds and produces healthier soil. So there are many different ways for fires to start, but they are mainly categorized into two sections. That includes natural causes and human causes. So what's being done to help prevent wildfires from spreading? So Senate Bill 901, it covers wildfires through regulatory relief, public safety, and funding. The funds come from the Greenhouse Reduction Fund, and they will be given to forests over a period of 5 years. The reason why the funds are coming from the Greenhouse Reduction Fund is because they feel that if wildfires are being decreased, then the carbon emission output will decrease as well overall in California. So forests are to be maintained and conserved through regulations set by the State Board of Forestry and Fire Protection. This includes protection of water resources, archaeological resources, fuel hazard reduction, and wildlife habitat maintenance. Another reason why the government is very invested in helping decrease the probability of wildfires starting is because wildfires help increase the probability of erosion. And when there's erosion, then that means that during the winter, when there's snow the sunlight hitting the snow will make it melt, and it'll make it run off into a river or a stream. And the government does not want that to happen because majority of the water that people in California consume comes from the collection of snow. And so if that snow is being lost because of sunlight and erosion, then the amount of water that is being collected each year decreases, and the government will have to implement strict regulations for water conservation again. Another bill is Senate Bill 1260. This bill states that local agencies must tour cities and counties to determine areas that are high severity fire zones when it receives a notice from the State Board of Forestry and Fire Protection. The local agencies must have specialists to consult with when they are determining the areas with high severity fire zones. The information must be submitted to the board, and it will be reviewed by the board. And once the board tells the local agencies that their information is accurate, the local agencies must implement the board's regulations. And if for some reason the local agencies feel that the board's regulations are too strict, then the local government and the board must have a meeting where they will talk about different approaches to help implement different regulations. And if they can't come to an agreement, then a state mandated local program must be implemented. The government has also recognized that, as stated before, wildfires are very beneficial for the environment. So they have prescribed burns, and a burn is a sanctioned fire in an outlined area, and it will be contained in that area where it will either die out on its own or will be put out by the person who sanctioned that burn, which would be a person or an agency. So for the burns to occur, they have to first outline a plan, and that plan must be submitted to CAL FIRE for revision. And once CAL FIRE tells that person or agency that their plan is okay, then the burn can take place. So new or future bills, current bills that have been signed by Governor Newsom are Assembly Bill 38 and Senate Bill 190. Even though they're different bills, they both have the same aim, which is to make homes and communities more fire resistant. Assembly Bill 38 is meant to help modify buildings, while Senate Bill 190 is meant to help reduce flammable vegetation. Senate Bill 70 is currently in talks where they want to bury power lines underground to help reduce the risk of wildfire starting because of human causes. So different impacts. So if it is a prescribed burn, it helps lower carbon emission, which in turn helps reduce greenhouse emissions. It promotes healthier air quality because it is a prescribed burn, so it is under control and it can actually be put out. It allows for vegetation to grow and it promotes diversity because, as stated before, the burn is not destructive and it will actually allow for the seeds to be replanted. But on the other hand, if it is a destructive wildfire, carbon emission output is very high. It's equal to a year of cars emission. Air quality decreases, and that can impact people with poor health because they will suffer because their air quality is not as good. And so every time they breathe, it will hurt them due to the toxicity that is being carried in the ash. And if it's a destructive wildfire, it'll completely destroy the vegetation and it'll take many years for the vegetation in that area to recuperate, and it'll actually completely destroy the ecosystem because all the animals will leave. So are there any solutions? Majority of the government is focused on just putting preventative measures and bills into place, but many of the people have actually taken this into account and they have decided to find different measures that they think will help California. And so one of them is to have the Environmental Protection Agency to change its rules regarding homeowner and landowners, because currently it's illegal for them to thin their own land. So if they want to thin their land, they actually have to go through an entire process, and then they have to wait for the EPA to tell them yes or no. And so many homeowners and landowners want the EPA to change the rules and allow them to thin their own land, because they feel that if they are allowed to thin their own land, well, timber companies are going to have more job positions open because they're going to want to have more people be involved in thinning forests, which are very overgrown right now. Because timber is being exported out of California, more money is being flowed into California. It can also be used as a community service because they are thinning the forest and helping prevent wildfires. So in conclusion, nothing conclusive can be said about the current measures being implemented, and only time will tell if the current or future bills will do the environment any good. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.